All right, welcome to the Chazz Palminteri Podcast. Excuse me today, folks. We got a new episode out right now, but I have a little cold. I just got back from Las Vegas, and I caught one of those colds, you know, when you go in the air condition, back out to 117 degrees. But it was pretty crazy. But we got a great show for you today, a real surprise guest. Well, no, I talked about it last week, in fact, on my podcast. The great Sandy Blue Eyes has never been to Vegas, 65 years old, a neighborhood guy, has never been to Las Vegas. I mean, John, is this unheard of or what?
I can't believe it. And he's a big Elvis fan.
No, there's nobody bigger Elvis fan than him. He's been to the thing 19 times. He's been to the mansion. I mean, that's borderline psychotic. I mean, let's be honest. But look, I love the guy. 19 times he's been there. And I took him there. We hopped on a private plane. I said, you're going to come to Vegas with me. You've never been there. And we're going to talk about that. But before we do that, I just want to say, don't forget, ChazzPalminteri.net. ChazzPalminteri.net. Let me see those things here. What do I got here? Okay. I took the summer off, but we're going to start at September. The 10th of September at the Lancaster, PA. All right? September 10th. Lancaster, PA, September 17th in Detroit, Michigan, all right, at the Music Hall. New York City, October 1st, I'm going to be on Broadway for the first time in, I think, 15 years, and for the first time in 34 years, I never did it. I'm doing a Q&A right after the show. We're going to have microphones out there. People are going to ask me questions about the show, the movie, the musical, and I'm going to answer all questions and how it all happened. Springfield, Massachusetts, on October 8th, okay, at the MGM Casino. And at Boston, Massachusetts, I'm going to be at the 9th of October at the Emerson Colonial Theater. And then Pittsburgh, which I love Pittsburgh. I really do. I can't stand Bill Mazeroski, but I love Pittsburgh. We're going to be at the Byram Theater. That's the 11th of November and the 12th of November. And then, of course, back where I am right here, 10 minutes from my house, the Richfield Playhouse. That's the 19th of October. November, excuse me. 11/19. That's the 19th. I'll be at the Richfield Playhouse. Also, if you know what I'm starting to do now? So many people have been asking me to do a shout out for happy birthday, happy anniversary. They just want me to say an encouraging word to their child, something like, saddest thing in life is wasted talent. And I'll do a video and I'll send that to you. Just go to ChazzPalminteri.net and see where the shout outs are. It'll be my pleasure. Okay, so now we're going to bring on this legendary neighborhood old school guy. Listen to me. I'm going to say it again. 65 years old. Never been to Las Vegas. I said, okay, Sandy, you want to go to Las Vegas? I have work to do there. You're going to come with me. While I'm doing my work, you can go by the pool and do what you got to do. The guy had a blast. Ladies and gentlemen, the one, the only, Sandy Blue Eyes.
Viva Las Vegas!
All right, never mind Viva Las Vegas. Sandy.
The new king of Las Vegas.
So, Sandy, I don't know, how do we begin this?
I don't know where to start myself.
Okay, so tell us a little bit how it all started. Okay, how did it start? We talked about you going to Las Vegas, right?
You called me up, and you told me that you were going to take me somewhere where I've never been.
That's right. Go ahead.
And you told me we were going to go on this trip to Las Vegas.
Right.
And I was all excited,
Right.
and you didn't give me any information.
No
you didn't tell me anything
information.
about a flight. You didn't tell me anything about a flight number. And you know I like to write everything down.
Right. I didn't tell you the airlines. I didn't tell you anything. I didn't tell you anything. Okay. You got to picture this, folks. Go ahead, Sandy. Go ahead.
I packed about 5 bags.
I said get rid of 3 of them. Go ahead.
Exactly. And I come to your house.
Right.
First thing I asked you was, which car are we taking to the airport?
Right.
And you said, car? No car. We're getting picked up. Okay.
Yes, of course.
And then I says to you, I says, you didn't even tell me the airline we're going on. You said to me it was an airline you never heard of before.
Right. Which got you nervous.
Which got me a little nervous.
A little nervous. Go ahead.
Because I don't like takeoffs, and I don't like when the plane dances up there.
Which happens all the time. Go
All
ahead.
the time, I know. So then, car picks us up. I'm thinking either we're going to Newark or Kennedy or LaGuardia.
Right.
Car brings us to Westchester Airport.
5 minutes away.
Not even 5 minutes away.
Okay. All right, whatever. All right, go ahead.
The car pulls up to this jetliner with no name on it, this private jet.
A G5.
A G5.
Right.
And I go, you got to be kidding me.
Right.
And you go, this is it. This is the big surprise for you.
Right.
I get out of the car. I'm getting on this jet. And I've seen so many documentaries about Elvis getting on his private jet. I really felt like Elvis. I felt like Elvis. I felt like the king getting on this private jet
And
with
how,
my man.
how many people on the jet?
No, but it was just the two of us.
Right.
We
and
had
the, and the pilot and the co-captain.
The pilot, the co-captain.
And the steward.
And we had a chef.
And we had a chef.
Yeah.
We had our own chef.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
And the
So
flight.
you were freaking out.
Oh, forget it. It was just you and I.
Right.
On the plane, there was nobody else.
Folks, you had to see it. First of all, the guy brought 5 bags.
Yeah.
Because he has to have an outfit. Look at this guy. He has to have an outfit for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, a different outfit. I said, listen, you can't bring all these bags. It's too heavy. You can't do it. All right? So cut it down to 2 bags. So, I mean, okay. So we take off. Go ahead.
The flight was beautiful.
Beautiful.
We take off.
Tell them what we had to eat, Sandy.
And then,
go ahead, Sandy. Go ahead.
And then the flight attendant, she was a chef also.
Yeah.
She had a table set for us like it was in your dining room.
Right.
She had the silverware, fine china,
Right.
long stem glasses,
Flowers.
I mean, it was like I just kept saying, you know what I kept telling you? I kept
Right.
saying, don't wake me up.
Don't
This
wake
is
me
a
up.
dream.
In fact, we're going to have, as he's talking, we're going to show some of the photos from the actual event. So you're going to be seeing them. Go ahead. And what'd you have to eat, Sandy? Now, you couldn't have your egg whites now.
Well, for breakfast we had salmon.
We had salmon.
And we had
we had
whitefish.
lox and whitefish.
Lox
Yes.
and white fish.
Yeah, go ahead.
We had a little fruit.
Yeah.
Just all the little sides. A nice little fruit bowl.
Right. Do you remember what else we had? I'm forgetting.
I got so excited.
Oh, we had the chicken, the breast of chicken.
Well, that was for lunch.
For lunch.
Yeah,
for
that
lunch,
was the
we had
second course.
The second course for lunch, we had the breast of chicken.
After breakfast, we sat down. We relaxed a little bit.
Took a little nap after breakfast.
Took a little nap.
We have beds. He has one. I have another. It was insane.
The plane was nice and smooth, nice and quiet.
Right.
And then
we had lunch.
we had lunch.
had
Another set table.
Another whole different setup, right, Sandy?
Fine china again.
Fine china. Different set of flowers.
Different set of
Crazy. Thank you very much.
I'm still excited. I can't.
Right. And we had that, and then we had lunch, and then we relaxed a little bit.
Absolutely.
And we landed right into Las Vegas. The great thing about flying private, folks, is you get out of the car, there's a car there waiting for you, you hop right in, and you go right to the next place. I mean, that's the great thing.
We got out of the plane, and right in the car.
I mean, look, I was working there, so it was great for me. They sent the jet for me. It was great. And so I had a great time. The people who sent the jet for me are great people. And, we don't need to know. I don't want to mention their names. I know they wouldn't want that. But it was great. They sent the jet for me. And I said, for this experience, I'm going to bring my buddy.
You, absolutely.
Sandy Blue Eyes. I mean, I worked a lot when I was there, but this guy, he was off. First of all, he loves the sun. And I said, Sandy, but listen to me. He goes, I'm going to be by the pool. I said, it's 115 degrees. Nobody lays in the sun. Nobody. He gets there. He lays in the sun.
3 hours.
3 hours. In and out. You were in and out of the pool, right?
Baby oil, everything.
Baby oil with
the Hawaiian Tropic
with
original.
the Hawaiian Tropic. Who the fuck does that? Baby oil with the Hawaiian Tropic. Do you know they did that in the 60s? Do you remember that? Oh, you don't remember, John. You're too young.
Yeah.
But they used to do that in the 60s. I was waiting for him to break out one of those fucking things. You go like this, what do you call it, reflector?
Tinfoil menu.
What's that?
The tinfoil menu.
Tinfoil
the
menu.
tinfoil
Correct.
menu, right. 115 degrees. He's laying in the pool. We stayed at the Palazzo Hotel.
Palazzo Hotel, beautiful.
At the Venetian. Absolutely
You were
fantastic.
gorgeous.
Huge suite.
Absolutely.
It was just incredible.
When I was at the pool, if I got a little, after about an hour and a half, I felt like having a little cold drink. I went to the pool bar, had a nice pina colada with a little watermelon.
Right.
It was the best.
It was the best.
The best.
So then when we got there, I had to do my business, of course.
Absolutely,
Of course,
right.
I had to take care of my business because, that you have to do.
Well, that's what you
I
were
mean,
there
it
for,
was a
right?
work trip for me. And Sandy always sells my merchandise and helps me with security, so he's invaluable. And we had a great time. When you say, Sandy?
Fantastic.
And we saw a bunch of shows.
Oh, the shows were fabulous. We saw Russia.
We saw Usher.
Oh my God.
Now, I did a movie with Usher back in, I think it was 2004, called In the Mix. We'll put that up right now, In the Mix with Usher. You know what? I think it was his first movie, if I'm not mistaken. And he was such a good kid, really nice kid.
As a matter of fact, Usher acknowledged you, and we were only sitting like in the fourth row behind his mom.
Yeah, his mom
and
was my
family.
father.
And Usher,
Beautiful family he has.
Yes.
And folks, let me just tell you something. For those of you who have never seen this guy in person, it's amazing. One of the greatest shows I've ever seen. Am I right, Sandy?
Absolutely.
I mean, Michael Jackson, put him up there. Michael's one of the greatest. Jackie Wilson, one of the greatest. But you got to see Usher.
You have to go see Usher.
You got to see Usher. I mean, and this guy could dance. And
he came out on roller skates dancing.
Then he comes out on roller skates dancing. I mean, an amazing show.
Fabulous.
So if you get a chance, you got to see Usher. And we saw a whole bunch of shows, right?
We saw.
What else did we see?
We saw another show. I believe I may be saying it wrong. I think it was called Absolute.
No, not Absolute. Absent.
Absent. Okay.
Yeah, that was a great show. Really
everybody
great.
was in fantastic shape doing the
Aerobics, acrobats.
Oh my God!
I mean, the thing about Vegas is it's big. It's really big.
And we saw Love.
Love, the Beatles.
The Beatles. Oh,
yeah, that was pretty phenomenal.
That was great too.
It was great because I have some dear friends of ours there who really take care of me, and I've been there many times. I appeared in Vegas for like 7 years, which my one-man show at Bronx Tale, one show of the year. I don't mind saying that. Should I say that, John? I don't think I could say that, right? Yeah. Yeah, right? It one show of the year when I was there in 2016. So I have a lot of friends there, so they were very nice to me. So, Sandy, what do you say? You think you'll be back to Las Vegas?
Oh, I'm definitely going back. I'm absolutely my kind of town.
No, wait. Listen, my kind of town. Now, you got to realize, Sandy, when you go back there, without me, it's not going to be the same.
I know, but your friends told me that that they're my friends now.
True.
As a matter of fact,
True.
one of your dear friends gave me this beautiful Elvis photo. Look at this picture. Signed and autographed. Look at this.
Right, by Elvis.
By Elvis. And he also gave me an Elvis cup.
An Elvis cup.
And he had a sign made for me that says, Viva Las Vegas, welcome Sandy Blue Eyes.
That's right. And you were in the local newspaper.
And I was in the local, oh my God.
You forgot about that.
Yes, they're going to send us copies, they say.
They're going to send us copies. We'll put it up there because we're going to put up the cup and all this other stuff.
The local Las Vegas newspaper.
It said after Sandy Blue Eyes came to Las Vegas, they're going to call him Sandy Blurry Eyes.
Yeah, exactly.
Blurry Eyes, yeah.
My eyes are still blurry because I've been so excited.
So, Sandy, you have to tell me, when I was working during the day, doing my thing with the corporation, what the hell were you doing all day by the pool?
Most of the time, I was just suntanning. You know, I met a lot of nice people.
I don't know.
You know, from people from all over the world. I mean, it's fantastic there.
Who the hell could lay in 115 degrees, Sandy?
I can, with the baby oil on. As a matter of fact, people were saying to me, are you going to come into the shade at any time? We've never seen anybody lay in the sun like you.
Well, they never met Sandy Blue Eyes.
I know.
That's what I got to say.
I was invited to a few weddings.
Yeah.
You know,
Well, wait, whoa. You were invited to weddings?
I met a couple of nice young ladies at the pool that were going to these weddings without guests, without their dates. You know, they didn't have any dates.
And they asked you to be their date?
They asked me to be their date at the wedding.
God almighty. Just like that.
Just like that. They liked the way I spoke. They liked the way I looked. And, you know, I'm always very respectful.
You got a little ego about you, Sandy.
A little bit, but I'm very confident.
I see you're very confident. You know, you're, well, anybody could wear a pink sports jacket with a black shirt. He's got to be either nuts or very confident, one or the other.
Or watch Casino a lot of times.
I know, Sandy, but Casino was in the 70s.
70.
Do you ever feel like maybe you're dressed a little outdated, Sandy?
I like to be different. I like to be positive. I like to be respectful, and I like to be different.
All right, Sandy, take it easy now. Take it easy with all this bullshit here. You know what I mean? All right. You're a very positive guy. You're very respectful, I have to say. Do you find that the old school ways are important to you?
Yes. Yes, because the old school ways are the ways that encompassed total respect.
So what do you like about the old school ways besides respect? Anything else?
Well, I like the way old school people carry themselves. I like the old school people don't technically use vulgar language in front of women and children. They're very, conscientious about their families and their parents.
Right.
You know,
You don't use vulgar language.
not in front of women or children, never.
Not in front of, well, I agree with that. Not in
Never.
front of women and children.
Never.
Never. What
Never.
are you a saint or something, Sandy?
No, far from a saint, but
You know, Sandy, there's
Yeah.
something behind you I just can't put my finger on. What do you
No.
think, John?
I agree.
I think there's a piece of this guy that we're not seeing.
And he's
I'm
not
go-
going to tell us.
I'm the real deal, John.
All right. I mean, there's a piece of you that I just can't put my finger on. Sandy. Oh, there's the blue eyes. Sandy Blue Eyes.
I'm the real deal.
You are the real deal.
Absolutely.
I just found this article from Vegas that they wrote about you guys.
You did?
Yeah, I'm
What-
going to read
What
it.
does it say? Read it.
It says, legendary actor Chazz Palminteri has given his good buddy Sandy Blue Eyes, a.k.a. Bodyguard to the Stars, the golden ticket tour of Las Vegas. And then it goes on to tell you about what you guys did, the shows that you guys saw.
Right.
It's very short and sweet, but it keeps referring to him as the bodyguard of the stars.
Sandy Blue Eyes, Bodyguard to the Stars. No, but I don't know what it is. There's something about you, Sandy. You're a great guy, but
Thank you.
I just can't put my finger on it. Sandy Blue Eyes, what's the deal? Are you for real? I guess you are.
I am for real. I am. There's no gray area with me. I'm very honest. I say what I feel.
But who the hell wears a pink sports jacket with a black shirt?
Somebody who's very confident.
Hey, anybody could wear pink today.
I try, ladies and gentlemen.
So what other colors you have in your repertoire, Sandy?
I wore the turquoise sports jacket in Vegas.
Oh, the turquoise one.
I wore the white sports jacket.
Right. And the suit, the three-piece suit.
I didn't wear the three-piece.
No, that's right.
This time I had the two-piece black and white pinstripe suit.
Black and white pinstripe,
With
folks.
the matching tie with the pocket square matching with the tie.
And people love the way you dress.
Loved it.
People always talk about you.
A lot of people recognize me from your social media,
Oh, from TikTok.
from TikTok,
And
from
for
Instagram,
yeah.
and they actually take photos with me.
Well, excuse me. And they has to take photos with you.
Yes.
Well, you're always selling the merchandise on my
For
shows.
yourself, right.
Now, when you were selling merchandise there in Las Vegas at the event we did, did people recognize you and come over?
Absolutely.
They did.
Absolutely. They came over to buy all your merchandise.
Right.
And they says to me, this is crazy.
Right.
They says to me, how much would it be if I took a photo with you? I says, how much would it be?
Right.
I'm more than honored. Come on, take a photo with you. Absolutely. I
Right.
don't charge.
You don't charge for a photo, but I have to say, Sandy Blue Eyes, the people before him would sell my stuff, and they did a great job. But since he's doing it, John, we tripled. I mean, it's amazing.
Well, he's part of the experience.
Sandy is part of the experience of my show, of my one-man show. When you come and see my show, when you go to the merchandise counter, you're going to meet Sandy Blue Eyes. He sells all my merchandise. The man is unbelievable. I had people that did a tenth of what this guy does. I got him, what did I get him? I got him a microphone that he puts in his ear. He sings to the people coming up, right, Sandy?
I made lyrics out of the poster, the photo. Step right up and buy a poster, buy a picture and a card.
Now, if it's somebody's birthday, what do you say?
I tell them to bring their girl or their guy up, and I sing, "Happy birthday."
All right. It's amazing, man. So, excuse me, Sandy. The first time in Vegas,
First time.
we go on a private plane.
Private plane.
You freaking out because I surprised you about the private plane.
Big surprise.
Big surprise.
Never told me the name of the airline.
Okay, but we talked
told
about
me
that.
anything.
Okay, before. So we land in Las Vegas. Let's take it from there, John. What do you say? We land in Las Vegas. We get out of the plane. How do you feel? What happens?
I feel like Elvis.
You feel like Elvis.
I felt like a king.
You felt like the fucking king.
Yeah. And then a car pulls up to pick us up.
Well, yeah. How are we going to get there? We're going to walk? How do you think we're going to get there? A car pull? Well, that's the beauty. No bullshit about security,
No
right?
security. We didn't have to go through the airport and waiting online.
Because Sandy Blue Eyes can't wait on lines.
And I'm in Viva Las Vegas.
Okay, so we get off, we get on a plane, and we have to, we go to the hotel. You're freaking out. You check out. There's 6 pools.
Six.
Listen to this. 6 pools, folks. 6 at the Venetian and the Palazzo.
That's correct.
The man checked out all 6 in the first 40 minutes.
I laid at all 6 pools also.
Wait a minute. No, this man, he's nuts. Tell them why you laid in all 6 pools. Tell them the reason why, Sandy.
The reason why I had to lay at all 6 pools is because when they built these buildings, the sun is blocked by the tallness of these buildings. So I had it all figured out that at 7 o'clock in the morning, if I lay at the one pool at the Venetian, that's where the sun is.
Right.
And then 2-3 hours later, the sun moves a little bit.
Goes to the other pool.
Goes to the other pool. So I had to move my stuff to the other pool and so on and so forth. Every 3 hours, I just moved my stuff till I got back to the Palazzo. And at the Palazzo, I'm at the Palazzo, 4 o'clock, laying by the pool.
Can you believe this fucking
Getting a tan.
maniac? I've never heard of anybody doing it. Picks all his stuff up and moves to another pool. Sandy, you need help. No, you got to talk to somebody, Sandy.
Did you
Really.
have a favorite pool? Can you rate them?
No, they were all beautiful. Every one of them was beautiful. All the people were beautiful. The young ladies were beautiful.
Right. Well, I'm working my ass off.
While you're working.
You're over there in the pool, going from pool
Pool
to
to
pool.
pool.
From pool to pool.
And then when I got just a little sweaty,
A little sweaty. Go ahead.
I went to the pool bar. That's where
115 degrees.
but they have the mist, like the fan you got.
they have the mist. That's right. They have the mist. And you can lay there with baby oil and Hawaiian Tropic. You
Original
remember?
Hawaiian
baby
Tropic.
oil. Who the fuck does that, folks? Who does that? I don't know anybody who puts that shit on anymore.
And then I sat at the pool bar, drank my pina colada, eating watermelon, talking to nice people, while my friend was working.
Right. What a life you got, Sandy Blue Eyes.
Better than me.
Right. I mean,
Thanks to
okay,
you.
so then the first day we visited the people who, my friend who I was working for, who sent us the jet, who was nice enough to send us the jet.
Oh,
We
yes.
visited his home, which
Beautiful. 30,000 square feet
was
home.
33,000.
33,000 square foot home.
Right.
He had, he wanted to show me, he asked me if I was a car guy.
Right.
I said, absolutely. He opens up the garage doors.
Remember, he had
Ferraris, Lamborghinis.
He had 2 Lamborghinis. He said if we wanted to take them and use them while we
Yeah,
were
he
there.
says, yeah, if you want to ride around town, take
No,
them.
we said no. I said
No,
absolutely
no,
not.
forbid.
I'm not driving no
Right.
Lamborghini. I love the car, but I'm there to work. That's all I need is to be driving around with a Lamborghini.
Then he had that 64 Chevy Super Sport,
64 Chevy Super Sport, which was beautiful,
all redone,
which was done.
gorgeous.
Yeah, and he's a real unique guy.
Yes,
Great
he
guy.
is, yes.
Great guy. We don't like to mention names on the
No,
show,
we don't mention names.
but very unique guy.
Lovely wife and family, and
That's right. And
You know.
maybe, that's right.
and the
We'll-
fellas that
We'll
work
talk
for
about him on another episode.
Okay.
Okay, so we left out. We had a great dinner.
Oh,
Had a great
fabulous
dinner there.
at
Then
his
we
home.
left there,
Yes.
and then the second day, again, I had to get up early to go to the convention, and you, Sandy Blue Eyes, back down to the 6 pools.
That's correct.
One pool to the next.
One pool
So
to the
Sandy,
next again.
we know you have your egg whites in the morning, every morning at home, but you couldn't do your routine here, right? I mean, you couldn't have your egg whites and your chicken, 3 pieces of chicken. So how did you feel about it? You cheated a little bit.
I did cheat. No, I cheated a lot.
You cheated a lot.
cheated a lot.
Did you gain any weight?
For me, I cheated a lot.
Did you
I
do-
gained in 6 days. I gained 6 pounds.
You fat bastard. 6 pounds in 6 days. So if we would have stayed there a month, forget it. You would have rolled out
Oh,
of
forget
there.
about it. But I did hit the gym twice.
You hit the gym twice.
I did hit the gym twice, and I did have my egg white omelets in the morning with my vitamins,
With your 10 vitamins.
my 10 vitamins.
And see, for those people who don't know, this man is a creature of habit. It's a creature of habit, right, Sandy?
Right, absolutely.
You always take your 10 vitamins in the morning
Every morning with my egg whites.
with your egg whites. Sandy, for the people who missed some of the episodes, how often do you get your hair cut?
My haircut is every 44 days. And the gentleman that's been cutting my hair, I've been going to see him for 47 years. He's been cutting my hair.
Folks, we're not making this up. You have to see the episode when he talks about this. We show the guy with him
Right.
cutting his hair. You're 65.
65. I just turned 65.
He's been cutting
February.
your hair for 47 years.
47 years. I grew up with him in Brooklyn, Ray.
Right.
He owns Hairport down in Port Jefferson, Long Island.
Now, what's the name of it?
Hairport.
Give him a plug. Hair plug. Okay.
Hairport.
Hairport. Hairport, next to the airport.
No, it's called Hairport because it's a hair cutting salon and it's in Port Jefferson, Long Island.
All right. I thought I was
So he named it Hairport.
guy made an asshole out of me over here just now. All right. But that's all right. Hairport. All right. And God bless that. We hope he lives a long time.
Right. Oh, yeah.
Now, if something happens and he passes, what do we do?
Now we have a problem.
We have a problem.
Now we have a problem.
So wait a minute. You get your hair cut every 44 days.
Right, because starting from the 45th day, ladies and gentlemen, guys and dolls, it looks unruly.
It looks unruly.
Can't have
By
it.
one day, it looks unruly.
Oh, yeah. Can't have it.
Okay,
Can't have
and
it.
also the 44 day. I'm just curious. Is there you cut your grass?
Every 2.5 days.
He's
mean,
got to add
folks,
that half.
Listen to me. This is not bullshit. He cuts the grass every 2.5 days. His grass looks like a rug. Am I right or wrong,
You've
Sandy?
been to my house.
I've been
yes.
to your house.
Yes.
People stop from all over and say, what does this guy do? They think it's sod.
They asked me what they should do next.
And why do you
No.
cut it? I just want to bring this up. We talked about this on another episode in the beginning, but tell us why every 2.5 days, Sandy.
Well, in the months of June, July, and August, when the sun is at the strongest,
Right,
you have to cut just the top off.
right,
You have to leave it long. This way the sun doesn't burn the roots.
right.
And you have to cut it 2 different ways. This way the water could get in between the blades,
What do you mean cut it 2 different ways?
like horizontal and vertical.
On each different day you
on
cut
each
it.
on each 2.5 days, yes. And you just take the top off because there's fertilizer in the top of the blades of grass,
Right.
and as you mulch it, it refertilizes the lawn. That's why it looks like a rug.
Now you were away a week with me. What happened to the lawn?
When I get back, instead of mulching it,
Right,
I'll just have to bag it because it'll be long.
right.
You can't mulch a long lawn
Yeah,
because then it'll clump.
it'll clump.
Yes.
You got a lot of time on your hands, huh, Sandy?
No, I have very little time. I'm always with you.
Yeah, you're not married, right?
No, I'm very single.
You're very single. What is very
I'm
single?
very single.
Okay,
I'm not in any relationships.
right.
I'm not a married guy. I've been single a long time.
So you're a single guy, and that's it.
And I love my bachelor
You
life.
love your bachelor life. You like silence,
In the mornings, I like it quiet.
so you're very alone. You're alone a lot.
Yes, absolutely.
Well, I mean, any man that could wear a pink sport jacket with a black shirt is going to be alone a lot.
That's a confident man.
That's a confident man. Well, Sandy, you know what? this is part one of Sandy Blue Eyes. We're going to do part two in a couple of weeks. We're going to be back with Sandy Blue Eyes. Part two of his trip to Las Vegas.
Loved it.
Part two of his trip to Las Vegas. Don't forget, go to chazzpalminteri.net. chazzpalminteri.net. Check it out. My one-man show is there. I took the summer off. I start up in September. Don't forget October 1st. You can see my schedule there, but October 1st is a big date. I'll be back on Broadway for one night only at the Town Hall Theater. I will be performing my one-man show, but also I'm going to do a Q&A afterwards, a Q&A where I'll talk about how the show happened. I'm going to talk about the movie and the musical, how all three, how I wrote the musical and the movie and obviously the one-man show. So go to chazzpalminteri.net. October 1st, you'll meet Sandy Blue Eyes. You'll be there selling merchandise.
Come over to see me. Come and say hello. Buy some of his beautiful merchandise. We'll take a picture together.
That's right.
And you'll see a fantastic show.
But we're going to be back with part two of Sandy Blue Eyes in Vegas. God bless.